In 1875, a 20-year-old country boy made the journey from the West Country to London. His aim, for which he risked his livelihood and the wrath of his family, was to get involved in London's hardware business and, eventually, to open his own shop. That young man was James Waller Carpenter. Within a year, he had added to his apprenticeship and had opened the first J.W. Carpenter shop in Harrow Road. The business was a success, and over the years, other branches followed. James got married and soon began to build a family whose descendants would run his business in all its changing forms and new ideas to this very day. James was successful because he could appreciate what the public needed at that time. The same can be said of the management of this established company throughout the 115 years of its existence, right up to today, when we can sit in front of a television and see the old pictures that still exist, the treasures of the Carpenters' archives. A shop like this would attract just as much attention today, and the products just as much approval. In those days, they would have included cast iron utensils and kettles, galvanized buckets, oil lamps, mops, coal scuttles, and even some bright new ideas, like incandescent burners and mantles. The company has never been afraid to bow to change, as has been catalogued in other places at other times. Carpenters grew, progressed, and responded to the ever-changing demands of its customers in the hardware and ironmongery business. But, again, the world was changing, and from the 70s onwards, the DIY revolution was progressing. Major retailers were moving out of town, out of the high street. They were taking giant sheds and, under titles such as Texas and Do-It-All, were covering the market with their attractive prices, gigantic displays, and strong consumer advertising. Garden centers were taking their share of trade too. Things were changing. Many companies met the challenge and succeeded admirably. Things were changing rapidly in the high street too. Next, Marks & Spencer, Habitat. In fashion, home goods, electrical, food and pharmaceuticals, the new generation was not prepared to take second best. They knew what they wanted and were prepared to get it at a reasonable price in surroundings that they found acceptable. The board of directors at that time had to ask the question, should we sit tight? They examined the changing face of their business and the changing attitudes of their customers. They were younger. They were more discriminating. The hardware shop of old was a place to go for a distress purchase. You didn't want to go there. It was something you needed to complete a job. Much better to attract a pleasure purchaser who will browse, pick up a few essentials, and enjoy choosing from an extensive range of well-made, clearly categorized housewares. The man of the house is a thing of the past, with his Saturday morning bit of decorating or fix-it. The woman of the house, in a much broader sphere, is involved in home management. Women are no longer tied to the kitchen sink. Washing is easier. More women than ever are working and providing their own income. The woman of the house is the home manager. After careful consideration and thorough planning, it was decided the company is in the business of home management. A statement that sums up the revolution that has taken place in this solid, historically sound, dependable chain of shops. In-house. A place for today's homemakers to shop for essentials and treats for their homes. A place to depend on for anything to do with the home. In short, a place that is in the business of home management, a very useful little shop. The new in-house shops are thoughtfully and cleverly divided into 9 separate internal houses, covering every element of modern life in the home, covering the needs of today's home manager. Each section has been given a house title and color. Each is bright, imaginative, and has the exact balance of impulse buys and best quality merchandise. Cookhouse, the very best in design for anything from a traditional wooden spoon to the latest and finest cookery utensils. Table house, for entertaining at home. Tableware, well covered and beautifully coordinated. The very best cutlery, crockery, and the thoughtful accessories to go with it. Shiny House is for the cleaning jobs, which will always exist. Shiny House is there to make polishing, washing and tidying just a little bit easier. Mender House has the basic requirements for the amateur, jobbing fixer of the home. Lighthouse, as the name suggests, is all about lighting. Bulbs, torches, batteries, and plenty of bright ideas. Out of house comes to life in summer. Barbecues, garden furniture, spades and forks, even a bug spray or two. 3 more houses are well advanced on the drawing board. Playhouse means fun and games for the children. Splash House has a distinctly watery look, from bath accessories and taps to shower curtains and soap dishes. And Interior House, a major plan for the future of in-house, will feature, for example, blinds, curtain accessories, door furniture, cushions, scatter rugs and heaters. To create this platform is innovation enough, but in-house will not stop there. This chain of high street shops will be the one place to go for most things to do with the home. Every useful item for the homemaker. The statement, in advertising, in windows, in store, will be this: in-house, the very useful little shop. The company will produce a home management directory containing the very best in local spring cleaning, home catering, garden tidying, home repair. The list goes on and on. Companies that wish to be included will be rigorously examined at local level, tested, and will eventually be permitted to display the in-house home management logo. This far-sighted and creative idea will eventually be a stamp of approval recognized in every locality in which in-house operates. In-house is in the business of home management. That, so far, is the working platform, the mission statement. To strengthen the position in the marketplace, it was necessary to give the shops a modern and stylish appearance. This has been done fast, thoroughly, effectively. But the company will not stand still. An aggressive expansion is planned, new shops, improvements, a forward plan to have over 100 shops in the group before 1992. So the new logo, simple, stylish and strong, can be seen in the high street, on the van fleet, on carrier bags, stationery, literature, in the press, and now on the customer club card, a successful discount scheme for regular visitors to the new in-house. This ever-growing band will share many advantages apart from a healthy discount. They will receive a quarterly news sheet and will be kept fully informed of new products, special events, sales and demonstrations. All to make the customers feel involved. All to make the potential shoppers realize that they are important and welcome. The shop network will be the platform for expanded trading and will be the basis of further developments to include franchise and direct mail. In-house is in the business of home management and aims to be the major innovative retailer in the housewares market. We believe it is well on its way.